When I got this assignment to start My Happy Flow, because I felt like it was like a download from God, and I just locked myself in a room and I wrote out what I felt the ingredients would be. And I wanted the name to sound very affirming. Like it sounds like an affirmation almost. And I called every single friend, like, I got my new, business idea. And everybody was like, that's you. That makes sense for you. And that's when I knew that I was on the right path. My name is Nicole Kane, and I am the founder of My Happy Flow. So My Happy Flow is a vitamin supplement brand centered around the hormone health of women of color. We currently have plant-based supplements that help women have pain-free, mood-free, symptom-free periods. So My Happy Flow officially launched in September 2021 on my birthday, and that was very significant for me because it was on my 41st birthday and my mom died of breast cancer when she was 41. So it was almost like my gift to her, because I think if I knew what I know now about nutrition and hormones, etc., that she'd still be alive. I'm so proud of this just because, first of all, there are a few plant-based PMS support supplements out there, but they don't have the amount of vitamins that My Happy Flow has. We specifically curated My Happy Flow with Black women in mind, and their lifestyles and their nutritional habits. And so considering that a lot of Black women have very bad periods, very heavy periods, and fibroids, we made sure we put vitamin D and iron in here, but we also have vitamin B6, magnesium, B12, vitamin C, zinc. And so it not only helps with like painful periods or mood swings and those type of symptoms, but it supports hormonal balance, and so you're gonna feel better overall. I think one of the biggest challenges around the e-com brand is that what people on the internet is selling you is not true. They would tell you you can go down and register your LLC and then an EIN, and then you can go to the bank and get $30,000. That is not true. When you're a small business, it's hard to even get a business loan until you're 2 years in business. So and then be an African-American woman-owned brand trying to get capital, business loans, it's just absolutely hard. I've already won about $70,000 in grants because I knew that was the only way I was gonna be able to really fund my business. I'm also funding my business through massive amounts of credit cards. My sister has taken out loans for the business. I took out loans for the business, and we're just, bootstrapping, and that's been a huge obstacle, access to capital. I think, our counterparts can launch a business like this and launch with millions of dollars in funding before they even have a product. And I feel like for me, I've had to hustle to get a customer base, get subscribers, like really prove that this is a product that will, be like $100 million business one day. I think people would think, since I already started 2 businesses, that this would be super easy for me. Like e-commerce is just a whole different ball game than media. And so just coming in, I didn't realize you would always be in a negative cash flow, meaning more than likely you're gonna always be in the negative because you have to buy your inventory up front. And people also don't know, when you go into retail, they may purchase, say, 80,000 bottles, but then you have to front the cost of those bottles, and you don't get paid from them until maybe 90 days after they receive the product. So businesses normally find themselves going out of business if they're not ready and they're going to retail too soon. So yeah, it hasn't been easy at all. It's been a whole different everything. With My Happy Flow, I'm just most proud of all the testimonials from the customers who just never thought they'd experience a period that wasn't painful.
Well, before I even got my first bottle, I was scheduled to have fibroid surgery already. And because my periods have been nightmarish, literally things from hell, I was like, I'm not changing this surgery. I'm not canceling this date again. It's gonna happen. I need to do surgery right now. Before my surgery, they were like, you have like 2 or 3 fibroids and like a cyst on your right ovary that we're gonna remove when we go in. When they went in to remove my fibroids, they weren't there. Now, I'm not saying My Happy Flow is the reason my fibroids were gone, but they were not there when they went to remove them. What's more, My period came the week before my surgery. That was one of the healthiest, brightest. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was one of the healthiest, non-tormental periods I've ever had in my life.
Growing up, we never really were told what to expect from our periods, but we were just told it was supposed to be uncomfortable, that we'd have bloating, we might have some mood swings, it'd be painful. But we weren't taught that those symptoms weren't normal. And so having so many women find out, oh wow, my period pain means I probably have hormonal imbalances. And if I have hormonal imbalances, that might mean I'm at high risk for fibroids. Them really connecting the dots of how their period ties into other conditions like fibroids, PCOS, endo. I think that makes me happy. Also, just seeing how many women who thought they would never be able to have kids and now they're conceiving. How many women have fibroids and they come back and say, hey, I don't have this pain anymore. I don't have heavy bleeding anymore. Or some of my fibroids have shrank. Like, that makes me know I'm doing God's work out here, okay? Like, this is God's work, and I'm really stepping fully in my calling.